Ryan Breton joins us on a sunny day like this. It was nice to notice the 52 minutes of additional daylight we're now receiving on the almanac there.
It's really at the point where I think it's pretty noticeable to most people, guys.
Yes.
And if you're out and about today, as you mentioned, we have all this sunshine. You really need sunglasses, though, and this is a live look at Casco now. Panning around, you don't see much cloud cover out there, but we do have snow covering the ground. And when you have a fresh snowpack like this, as the sun's rays come down, they actually get reflected back up by the snow. Fresh snow can actually reflect up to 85% of the sunlight that hits this. We call this a high albedo, anything that's white or light in color. Darker colors, for example, if there was no snow on the ground, would have a low albedo and less of that sunlight gets reflected. That's why you probably need the sunglasses out there right now, even though it's only 14 in Bangor, 20 in Freiburg, and 19 in Wiscasset. Most of us in sunshine now, a little bit of cloud cover popping up in the northwest mountains, and there are thicker clouds to the west that are going to be moving in tonight. So we'll show you this hour by hour. Rest of the day, weather pretty similar to the way it is now. Mostly sunny with a few patches of clouds out there. Tonight the clouds fill in a bit more. It should not be as cold tonight as it was overnight last night, but there will be some places that dip below zero again. Partly sunny tomorrow, not as much sun as we have today, but pretty similar temperatures. 22 in Portland, 20 in Bangor, teens in the mountains and far north. And again, not much wind out there tomorrow, only a 5 to 15 mile per hour wind. Cold, quiet tomorrow and Friday. Could be a few flurries on Friday as this little front passes through. And then all eyes turn to the south. Storm system developing out of the Gulf, moves off the east coast over the weekend. We have been talking about this now over the last few days. We know a storm will form. The challenge is, though, where will its track ultimately be? If it takes a more southern track, the majority of the moisture stays offshore, the majority of the snow. If it comes close enough to us, though, its snow could spread into northern New England. And the current projections, it's close. This is threading the needle here on some of our computer models right now. And we have seen so many times this winter, I'd say at least 3, that the storm actually creeps northwest, more so than the computer models suggest, as we get closer to it. So all that is to say, a direct hit for all of Maine does not look likely right now. But the odds for accumulating snow, plowable snow, I would put at moderate for coastal and down east Maine. And it's a high risk for Cape Cod, Nova Scotia. These places are most likely to get accumulating snow. And you can imagine that if the track were to just shift a little bit, more of us could get into it, or more of us would be taken out of it. And this is still Wednesday at noon, so we're looking at 5 days from about the start time of this thing. In addition to the possibility, at least for some snow, more certainly we will have high astronomical tides this weekend. So there's likely to be some splashover, perhaps minor coastal flooding around the time of high tide, Sunday and Monday. And also, because this is such a strong storm, there will be a gusty northeast wind, even if it passes offshore. The pressure gradient will generate that. So we're looking at impact Sunday into Sunday night, kind of regardless of the track the storm takes. Whether or not we get more into the snow shield, that's the question at this point, and hopefully over the next 24 hours that comes into better focus. Either way, guys, between now and then it's quiet, and I like Saturday if you want to get outside and enjoy the snow that's out there.
All right, Ryan, will do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, ski mountains are certainly enjoying this new snow.
What a season there. All right, Christian Bridges will head over to Pleasant Mountain to see what activities they have planned with all the fresh powder.